So today we're looking at afflicting the comfortable, and we start with the song, Comforter. Jesus is my comforter. Jesus is my comforter. I'm not alone. I'm not a comforter. Jesus is my comforter. Jesus is my comforter. I am not alone. Okay, of course, people say this is the test of the sermon. When you afflict the comfortable and you comfort the afflicted. But of course, the scriptures is a message. A sermon is intended to actually be a source of encouragement uh, to the faithful. And we see this sentiment expressed in Isaiah 40 verse 1. Comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem and proclaim to her that her first labor has been completed, her iniquity has been pardoned, for she has received from the hand of the Lord double for all her sins. So it's supposed to speak comfort to the people of God. Isaiah 49 verse 13, shout for joy, O heavens, rejoice, O earth, break forth in song, O mountains, for the Lord has comforted his people and will have compassion on his afflicted ones. So when we gather in fellowship, because people can be going through various challenges, persecution because of their faith, so fellowships are supposed to be opportunity for people to really get a lot of refreshing. You see the imagery of the oil that flows from Aaron's garment to the all through the garment. It's supposed to be that kind of a refreshing period, so that people are encouraged in their faith. They do not start to think of going back, to the world. But that is not the full, gospel, because the gospel is also intended to afflict the comfortable. And you see Paul charging the young pastor Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2, preach the word, be ready in season and out of season, convince, rebuke, exhort with all love, all long suffering and teaching. So even though it's supposed to encourage, convince people about the truth of the gospel, about doctrinal issues, but there's also, occasion when rebuke is necessary. When people are not living up to the standard, or people are becoming cold, they are not on fire for the Lord as it used to be. They need to be shown the correct path. And this is also what this podcast is about. Of course, it's supposed to encourage your faith, but if you've also been slacking, this is an encouragement. Pick up the pieces, start to live for the Lord, start to be on fire for the Lord, because this is the expectation. Because sometimes if you preach too many good, feel good messages, which is what you see a lot of this happening in churches today. People don't want to offend the congregation, and so they do not treat those kinds of issues that need to be confronted frontally, so that people can start to live right, can start to live holy lives. So this is the intention. Is to comfort those that are persecuted, those that are afflicted. And if you are living a life of sin, this is also a rebuke. You need to stop living that life of sin, retrace your steps, and start to follow the Lord, because this is where the blessings are going to come from.